First play I'm bringing up right here, right after Joel Embiid gets the dunk, you see. They kind of run a triple screen for Bogdanovic, and then Huerter's going to come off that screen too with John Collins, right? So boom. 76ers do a great job of covering it. Look, perfect job of covering too. Seth Curry gets over the screen. But you'll notice they covered it. Bogdanovic points. He's like, hey, go run the double stagger screen that I was talking about in the other video. It's the main key of their offense. Trae Young pointed to, you seen that? Double stagger screen on both sides. And you see Trae Young, that little hesitation. Look at it. Look at his little hesitation. Kevin Huerter going through. Kevin Huerter went crazy. He was already going crazy. So 76ers got a key in on that. Little hesitation by Trae Young. Gets Joel Embiid out the way. Furkan has to make a decision. Hey, do I leave Mr. Bogdanovic in the corner? Or do I go after Capella? Probably get dunked on. He's like, nope. I'm going to be too late regardless. And they get the dunk off. The Hawks offense is just that potent. You just can't cover it. It's hard to cover regardless, but the offsets of each thing, the things you got to focus on, makes it twice as hard to cover. Now they ran a play similar to this March 23rd, 2019. JJ Redick was on the Sixers. Again, it's against the 76ers. JJ Redick was there, Jimmy Butler. So you can see, he hands it off to Trae Young. Sets the screen. This time it's John Collins still a Clint Capella because Clint Capella's not on the team. But same thing, right? This time 76ers did something different. They brought a damn near triple team, forced Ben Simmons to cover the two corners. And Joel Embiid goes to cover the basket, right? Cover the cutter going to the basket. So instead of doing that, Trae Young gets it with the hesitation, throws it out to the corner. They ran the plays earlier in the series. They ran this play in the past, but I mean, it's crazy that the Hawks offense still works. Different personnel, but it still works to this day. Now this play right here shows Trae Young's ability to manipulate the defense, namely Joel Embiid, with his eyes. So he gets the ball and he notices something. Notices Joel Embiid dogging him out low key. So he knows that if he keeps him occupied with what's going on in the front court with him and John Collins in these on-ball screens, that he can get Clint Capella on the baseline open just by using his eyes. So like he dribbles. See, Joel Embiid still looking at him. Joel Embiid finally looks the other way, but Capella is completely behind him. He can't see him. Hawks are able to get a mismatch with Furkan on John Collins, so now Embiid definitely has to go there to go help. Trae Young knows this. He still sees Capella. Him and Capella meet at eye line to eye line. They're staring each other out. They're dogging each other out right now. He makes a move. Joel Embiid staring at him, dogging him out. It's kind of uncomfortable. Like, damn, bro. Like, look somewhere else. Looks directly at John Collins, gets Joel Embiid to stay right there. Clint Capella's already on the other side of the box, other side of the key. Laser, 50-mile-an-hour fastball dunk. Joel Embiid's not there in time. Damn near an and one. The weapons that the Hawks have on offense, you can't be looking that hard. You can't be dogging people out like that, Joel. Trae Young is too good of a point guard. He knows the whole offense is based around him. They got 3 shooters and 1 pick and roll guy. Can't do that. Now right here, you notice, look at what Nate McMillan does. John Collins looking for some instructions right here. Tells him to clear out to the corner. Trae Young tells him to clear out to the corner. Offense is so free flowing that if one thing doesn't work, they can run another thing and run another thing and run another thing. So right here, Huerter goes straight through. He could have had an opportunity to shoot this shot right here. Doesn't take the shot. He's like, you know what? I like what we see on offense. Trae Young asks for the ball back. Let's run a play real quick. Now, I showed you the play where they screened Huerter and Capella earlier. Capella was able to get an easy dunk. Huerter had like 30 points at this point. Trae Young was like 3 for 17. So, personally, I'd rather have Trae Young shoot the ball out of anybody on this play. Trae Young or Capella. Huerter cannot shoot this ball. So, Hawks know that. Huerter goes through. Seth Curry covers for him. Thible's like, hey, like, I got this. You didn't have to do this. and they both hesitate, and they both go to Huerter instead of sticking on Trae Young. So now Embiid, kind of Simmons, not really Simmons. Gallinari is not really a threat right there. You can block him right there. And Embiid got to make a decision. Do I come up or do I go back? Stop Capella from getting the dunk. That little Hezo. The Hawks ran a Spain pick and roll, so Huerter didn't set the screen, but Capella set a screen on Huerter's man. Trae Young does the little hesitation, get Embiid to little stutter a little bit. You know, his knee's injured. Get him. He's not completely there yet. His instinct's not there. Hesitation, anticipating the pass to Capella, but it never comes. Shoots the floater. Just tough, man. Their offense has so many different alterations that they could do at any given moment. Right here, Trae Young uses Kevin Huerter for his advantage. Look, he tells Gallinari, stay right there. Gave him the little open palm down, stay right there, stay on the wing. Looks like Kevin Huerter, tells him come here, comes up. Kevin Huerter's like, alright, what side do you want to screen on? You want the right side? Trying to make it seem like there's a screen. You see Ben Simmons looking at Trae Young. He's like, oh, Huerter's gonna set a screen. They trying to get Huerter open. Trae Young shooting like 5 for 18, like he with us. No, he not. Look at this. Comes and sets the screen. Trae Young's waiting. He's waiting because Kevin Huerter never really completely set the screen. He always goes straight through. Ben Simmons is anticipating the screen. You see Seth Curry coming all the way up trying to cover for Ben Simmons, but the screen never comes. Huerter goes straight through. Seth Curry, Ben Simmons, no communication whatsoever. No switch, none of that. Ben Simmons had enough of guarding John Collins. He's like, you know what, let me get Trae Young. But he didn't know what it was like. I think Thibault did a great job today. So I don't know what Ben Simmons was thinking, but smack into each other. Huerter is kind of open right here, to be honest. But Trae Young's like, you know what? Let me show them what I still got. Let me show them I still got this burner on me. Side step, pull up, hella space to shoot the ball. Bang. That wasn't even a play call. That's the craziest part. Trae Young just point guard skills. Just did it to him. Got Ben Simmons. No communication whatsoever. They just ran straight into each other, man. It's tough going sometimes, but Trae Young, point guard, aficionado. Shout out to the Atlanta Hawks for getting the dub. It was a hard-fought series for the Hawks. I'm not gonna lie, after game 4, I was like, yeah, the Sixers taking this one, but Hawks had a game plan. They stuck to it, and they used that offense that they run around Trae Young to take advantage of the Philadelphia 76ers adjustments against these shooters, against the pick and roll, against Trae Young. They took advantage of those adjustments using this freeform offense that honestly no one can really pick up on. There's so many different alterations that they could do to plays. They can run a Spain pick and roll. They can run 5 out. They can do all of that through this offense, and it's hard to stop. So shout out to the Atlanta Hawks. For the Philadelphia 76ers, it's a tough loss, man. Tough loss. Does Ben Simmons need to go? I don't know, man. Honestly, I really couldn't tell you. He played terrible, but I mean, players sometimes they don't show up. The fourth quarter stuff was a little much for the whole series, but sometimes they don't show up. Let's see where the Philadelphia 76ers go from here, but honestly, they still have a very bright future. We say that every year, but it's still pretty damn bright. So shout out to the Atlanta Hawks for getting a dub. Good luck to the 76ers trying to make this team better than what it was. Remember, Danny Green was out and he played some solid defense the whole series, so I mean that could have been a factor, but it is what it is at the end of the day. Shout out to the Atlanta Hawks.